I always wanted to be a famous bread baker and maker, and this is my big day. So now that I'm run out of preaching, I'm going to start baking bread. I've been baking bread for what, dear, a year and a half or so. Always wanted to bake bread. Loved bread all my life, and so anyway, one day I decided, okay, I'm going to do it, and looked up a recipe that I thought looked good and what have you, and I've been doing it ever since. And this is what it always. I hope it comes out like this today. Anyway, these samples that I have, two loaves are made with non-GMO whole wheat bread and white whole wheat bread. This is white whole wheat bread. And then I have two that are made with spelt flour and again the white non-GMO flour also. Anyway, I had ordered some. Is it einkorn? Yes. Einkorn flour, ancient grains, and I was hoping that they would be here in time, but it didn't make it. So anyway, so I will tell you about the ingredients and so on. I've got to get 4 cups. My recipe makes 4 loaves this size. So it's nice, nice loaves. Comes out very nice. And I need to get 4 cups of water. And your water needs to be not cold, not hot, but warm so that it will get the yeast going. That's good. I washed my hands last week, so that should be good. So 4 cups of water go into the mixer, and then I add 3 tablespoons of honey and 3 tablespoons of 3 tablespoons of molasses, the sweetener. And so I will add those in.
Did you bring recipes to hand out?
Sorry?
Did you bring recipes
Hand them out now?
Yes.
Can we get more copies, Sonia?
Sonia, do you have just a little one, a little guy?
I do not.
Well, just give me whatever you got there and it's all right. Okay, I'll take it too. So I put it in the warm water. Then I turn my mixer on to kind of mix up the sweetener, the honey, and the molasses. I add 2 tablespoons. As I said before, this makes 4 of the loaves. I add the yeast in, 2 tablespoons. I just give it a little pop to kind of get the yeast moist and so on. And then I wait. Got any questions? 2 tablespoons of yeast. Yeah, and it'll be, all this will be on the
There's a recipe.
recipe that
Did we run out of sheets again?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Yes. This is a Bosch. Yeah. Yeah. And it's, lots of other things too, but yeah. Yeah. So we've had it, I think my wife bought it when we first started ministry back in 1977 or something. So yeah, it's been around a long time. What's that? So, and if you've ever seen the yeast when it comes up, anyway, it takes about 3 minutes for the yeast to. Yes, I'm sorry. Can this bread? This bread is not gluten free. I suppose that it can, depending on the flour that you use, but this bread is not. It's just regular whole wheat flour. I have used two of these loaves. I've used the spelt flour and the white whole wheat. But we'll wait here for the yeast to do its thing.
We have one.
So if you have the sheet there, you notice that there's no. It doesn't tell you how many cups of flour to use. I put in flour until the mixer is nice and clean, and so that's what you need to do. Wow! Now, let me. Now it's kind of gone. Anyway, it really started popping there, but now that I've kind of stirred it up, so I won't be able. I was going to show everyone how the yeast does. I do not have a mirror. Anyway, whenever it comes alive and is ready,
This is downtime. You can use that for sermons.
what would you like to talk about? We have by the way, we have every other Sabbath afternoon, we have a Revelation study group over at the Rogers Church. And we had about 17 yesterday, and we had a real good time. We've gone over, we spent about 3 years in church studying the book of Revelation. And we had a study group in the afternoon, and so now we just started. Yesterday was our second time. We're starting again, going through the book of Revelation again. And for me personally, I have learned more about the book of Revelation in the last 4 years than I knew in the previous 30 years. And I'm really excited about what I'm learning. So anyway, be that as it may. So you're all invited, first and third Sabbaths. If you'd like to come over to Rogers and be with us, that would be great. Okay, my yeast has done real well now, and so I will start putting in flour, the whole wheat. So I just kind of, basically it's a 50-50, wheat flour and the white wheat flour. So I will put in several spoonfuls until it kind of gets gravy-like. Then I stop. It's kind of like gravy, about that consistency. And I'll put in a third to a half a cup of, this is avocado oil. I'll put this in. And I also put in some salt. Then I also add some lecithin. Lecithin is a great emulsifier. It softens and conditions the bread. It enhances the texture, and it extends the shelf life of the bread. So anyway, this is optional, but
When you didn't use it, it didn't do quite as bad.
yeah. So anyway, I just kind of, it's really gooey stuff, and so I just kind of pour in some, not a lot. It's really, and so I pour some of that in. And now that that's all in there, so that's all the ingredients, except for now, I just continue putting in flour until it comes to the right consistency. Didn't have asked about the Bosch, dear. Didn't we buy this early on when we first? Probably 40 years ago. And it's still going strong, so anyway. So it's pretty simple. What I'll do is whenever the dough gets to the consistency that I like, I'll just take this out and show it to you so you can kind of see what. And so sometimes it will be, I always have at least 50%, most times more of the whole wheat bread. If you choose to use just regular regular white flour, then it'll be a little bit softer bread. And sometimes I will use that. So then what I do is taking this off. So you see the consistency. It's nice brown.
Whenever you're making bread, you want something that's kind of.
Generally, a counter like this is very nice. You can do that. In fact, I could just use that, I suppose. You'll need some. So what I have, I use this white flour to get all the dough off of the mixer.
Try this. See if that works.
Okay.
I'm afraid it might stick to this.
And so this helps to get all of the dough off. That's done. And then I will take and put a little bit of oil. I normally have a container, but I'll put a little oil here. Spread it around some. Normal cake. So I just use flour because it's kind of stick to your hands and fingers to get all the dough out of the. It's the blob. You ever see the blob whenever you were a kid? So then I will take some, and just to make sure that my mixer bowl is clean, and rub it around. Get all of the dough out of there. And now comes the important part. When I first started making bread, my bread was pretty crumbly. And I made, 3 or 4 batches, and it was always the same. And I'm saying, how come it's so crumbly? So I went online and asked the experts online. And they said that kneading is the secret. You have to knead it. And so I knead it for at least 8 minutes. Generally 8 to 10 minutes, I'll knead the dough. Now I've been kneading this now for about 9 minutes, and so we're good. And so from start, we started probably 5 after or so. So we've been less than 30 minutes to this point, and the bread is it's ready to be cut up. And see, there it is.
Now, can you use that for pizza dough?
I'm sure you could. Oh, where's my knife? If you have a kitchen scale, you might use it so that all your loaves are nice and uniform. I generally just do and cut it right in half. I used to weigh it out, and then I will cut the half into half, more or less. And inside, you'll notice it's still very sticky inside there.
You need the oven to go on.
Not just yet.
Not yet.
I've already heated it a little bit.
Okay.
What I do, now this is, what is it, probably 72 in here? I understand that yeast does its best work around about 75 or somewhere along in there. And so these are ready to go in the pans. So I just make a nice little loaf there, and there he goes, and he will be ready to off of it. So it's a little smoother on top. Makes a nice, pretty loaf. And I also, my wife loves this too, I clean up after myself. For a man to do that, yeah, I bet I should just move that from the tape, would you? And that's it. And so these guys, here in 30 minutes or so, you should see them coming up just above the top of the pan. That's all.